Dear brothers, our beloved founder, Brother Paulose bid farewell to all of us 8 years back, leaving behind many sweet memories to cherish, a beautiful charism to carry out, a charitable and humanitarian legacy to follow, and a great mission to accomplish. A little narration about his life, vision and mission is indeed an imperative on this occasion. He was born in an elite Jewish family in Königsberg on 29 June 1869. He was the firstborn son of Jacob Moritz and Bertha Bedel Moritz. He had 7 more siblings, 3 of them died at the early ages of their life. The rest of them were business-class Jewish people. At the age of 20, he was attracted to the Catholic faith and embraced Catholic religion. The words of the Gospel, "Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, you do it unto me," passionated him to embrace Catholic religion. All throughout his life, he labored to actualize these words of the Holy Scripture as the motto of his life journey. He arrived in Indian subcontinent in 1900 to work among the natives. The year he arrived, India was facing a great famine and plague. People were dying on the street out of hunger and sickness. He and his companions worked hard to alleviate this crisis in their own capacity. Thus, our humanitarian ventures had a humble beginning in Indian soil in the first decades of 20th century. He realized that education is the most powerful weapon which one can use to change the world. Only through education, a radical transformation of the individual, family, society, and nations are possible. Thus, he opened many village schools as a part of their charitable ventures. Together with the school, he initiated orphanages, collecting the young boys who were orphaned by the famine and plague. Brothers became a mother, father, and brother to them. He had given equal importance to healthcare facilities for the people. Wherever brothers opened centers, free medical care was given to the villagers. In order to eliminate poverty from Indian villages, brothers introduced modern scientific farming, cattle breeding, etc. To eradicate unemployment, the Paulose and his companions started vocational training centers. As a result, many young people could become efficient technicians and employers in India and in abroad. Moreover, brothers always became a consolation and solace to the people in their needs and distress. He always reminded his followers these words: "As long as we look after the poor, God will look after us." Thus, through their simple ways and means, they integrated themselves to the great Indian culture and worked for its emancipation. During the second decades of 20th century, with Paulose and his companions located Mount Points of Borivali as the center of their activities. He gathered the orphan children of this locality and trained them to be able individuals in the society. Perhaps the first institution that he initiated in Mumbai was St. Francis Orphanage and the Technical Training School for the benefit of the people. Gradually, his followers developed this barren hillock into a temple of education. The varieties of services that our brothers carry out today in different states of India, Sri Lanka, Europe, America, North and South, and Africa are the vision of our founder with the principles of Indian universal brotherhood and the Catholic values of love, compassion, and charity. Brother Paulose lived and worked in India for more than 4 decades. All these years, he had made his own landmark in India for its growth and development. On 19th November 1942, he breathed his soul in the hands of his Creator. The year 1942 was a very sad and dark year for the members of his own family in Germany. 7 of his family members, including his own 2 siblings and their children, were brutally killed in the concentration camps of Adolf Hitler. As we commemorate his 80th death anniversary, we also remember his own siblings who became martyrs 80 years back. Let us also remember his early companions who stood with him faithfully to carry out the mission of the Lord with unwavering spirit and commitment. Today, whatever we do or carry out is the vision of our beloved founder, the Paulose Moritz, who entrusted this congregation in the hands of his followers like me and you. We dedicate our life completely for the service of humanity. Through our selfless dedication and commitment, we become dream for the dreamless, voice for the voiceless, hope for the hopeless, home for the homeless, and way for the wayward. I conclude with the words of the scripture and words of a founder. Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers, you do it unto me. As long as we look after the poor, God will look after us. Thank you, one and all.